Spartan SME Finance CEO Kumran Parayachi advises entrepreneurs not to place too much hope on tonight's State of the Nation address and budget speech.
If you look at the SONA, as a country, we're boxed in. There's many conflicting, competing forces and constraints. And so I don't think we're going to get any silver bullets or magic from the SONA, number one. And if we do, I think it's going to be delivery or execution of those things are going to be very long and hard and difficult. So that's my view on the SONA. On the budget, impending budget will come up. You just think about this as an orange that is shrinking, and now we have to squeeze more juice out of a shrinking orange. It's going to be, again, it's going to be more difficulty for SMEs. Again, I don't believe there's going to be much hope from that.
On the other hand, founder of Laura Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Dr. Rosh Mamabulo, says the government should look into space for entrepreneurs and issues around ESCOM.
Directly, issues of funding, issues of space where entrepreneurs can work. Indirectly, there's issues of ESCOM, for instance, where, with blackouts that are affecting small businesses, in terms of them running their businesses. It's a huge problem. And, the government has to sort out ESCOM sooner or later. So either they sort it out now, it gets better, or it's going to get worse. And, it's going to pull a whole lot of businesses down with them.
Government has had plans of allocating 30% of procurement from SMEs, but Mamabulo says implementation has been slow.
What frustrates entrepreneurs most of the time is that when they have to, procure from government, often their applications or their quotations are not favored. Instead, there's more big business that gets more projects, and small businesses are left behind. Sometimes there's issues of subcontracting, where small businesses need to be subcontracted for big projects, and often that doesn't happen. Or if it does happen, it's at the periphery, where they don't get the exposure, the skills transfer that they need.
Parayachi says for SMEs to expect a silver bullet from government plans is setting themselves up for failure.
To be expecting silver bullets or miracles from any of these two things, given the difficult landscape that we have, I think is setting themselves up for failure and a dependency kind of mindset. It's almost better to say, listen, I don't expect any fireworks from this. Let me have an internal locus of control and see what I can do to adapt in this unpredictable negative environment. And so you put a bit more emphasis as a mindset on you making your own destiny.
Late last year, a report by global small business platform Zero found that 91% of SMEs are impacted by their invoices being paid late due to a growing culture of late payments.
One of the biggest complaints is payment within 30 days, right? So yes, you procure from an entrepreneur, right? You give him funding, but it doesn't help that you're buying from them, but you don't pay them on time. If an entrepreneur is not paid within 30 days, technically they're insolvent.
Although economic growth prospects for 2020 are not the best, with the IMF revising down growth projections, Parayachi says despite this, it is encouraging that still some businesses flourish in this environment.
The state is under cash flow restraint because it's a struggling economy, and so I worry about those that are overexposed with customers that are government and public sector customers, because you're going to have a cash flow, we're seeing it already, a cash flow crunch because there's not enough liquidity to go around. So I think entrepreneurs that have left it too late to transition or diversify their business to be a bit private sector and public sector are the ones that are going to be really under a lot of strain.
Yesterday, President Ramaphosa met a group of young entrepreneurs where youth unemployment was discussed. He has promised to announce some of the immediate steps that government was taking to curb joblessness among the youth during his State of the Nation address this evening. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.